girly, it is Coach Kristen here, your favorite lash coach and educator. How do I know that I'm your favorite? Because you're here, tuned in, listening, watching, learning, growing, and I'm super excited because that's what we're here to do. So while you are here, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like notification, hit the subscribe, and that way you can get and turn on your bell as well. That way, whenever I post new videos, you will be the first to get in touch with those. All right. So, super excited to talk to you today. I don't want to say failed, but I kind of did fail my attempt to put a new video out every night for you guys. But anyways, it's okay. We're here and I'm back again. And so I really want to know, like, are y'all liking the videos every day? How, just like, do you watch every day, or are you tuned into more of like my my Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule? I'm just curious to know. So go ahead and drop a comment below and hit a like on this video. Give this video a thumbs up, because today I'm going to be helping us super in depth. All right. So this page is mainly for lash artists, for women who are aspiring in the beauty industry, mainly for lash artists. Okay. But I want to talk to you today about a really important topic, which is money. Money. Okay. With me enrolling students for my Lash University program, I want to start talking about some of the objections that a lot of students are having, and I have hit those points, like I said, when it comes to the videos earlier this week. We're talking about family and who is it really stopping you, and sometimes it's not even family or people. Sometimes it's really us. Sometimes we be in our own way. Sometimes we really do the most to ourselves. So I want to talk about money because it's an important topic. And when it comes to the lash industry and learning as well too, I see a lot of people saying, oh, I can't invest right now. And the main things I'm seeing why women can't invest is because they are putting their money in liabilities and not assets. So if you don't know what a liability is or what an asset is, I'm going to teach you right now. Okay. So a liability is something that you have, something that you're paying that isn't necessarily paying you back. You're not getting any money back from having that thing. So say you buy a house, you are putting money into having that house. That house is not putting money back into you. Same thing with a car. You are putting money into a car, but that car isn't. Cars are kind of different. It's depending if you are actually using that car to go to your job and things of that nature. But a lot of times what I'm hearing my students say is, oh, I can't invest in school right now because I just got this car. I have $1,000 car payment. So liabilities are things that take away and depreciate your money. Okay. Now assets are something or a thing that adds to your pocket. It gives back to you. Okay. So knowing the difference between liabilities and assets is super important. Now, most of us don't know what this is because we haven't been educated, but I'm here to educate you on money and where you should be putting your money. Okay. Now, most of us I'm Hispanic. Okay. I've said that a lot. I'm minority. Most of us minority women have never learned about money. Ever. We are taught to go to school and not even finish school. Some of us are taught, like find a husband and have him take care of you, be a stay-at-home mom. And then others of us are taught to like be in a job and work 9 to 5. And that's how we're spending our time and our money. So what I want to talk about with money is how are you spending it and where are you putting your money towards? Because I know personally for me growing up, my family, we weren't broke. We had everything, but we still didn't have the things that we needed, if that makes sense. Like my parents were more sort of like spending money on cars and clothes and trips, but never putting money to where they could further themselves as people or as parents, or even help us further ourselves as kids. And so most of us grow up in these Hispanic households, we end up, not ever even experiencing a nice house. Like, it's crazy because I'm in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath duplex, and it is probably the nicest place that I've ever lived in. It's in a neighborhood that I like never thought I would see myself in. So it trips me out sometimes because I didn't even see those things for myself. And so I'm here to tell you, like, what do you see for yourself? Because you can have it. Most of us, I'm in West Texas area, so it's dirt, it's land, like the city life to us is, it's very city-like, but we still are very country in Texas, so, just growing up, like, our parents, our parents, our grandparents, like, most of them end up staying in the house that they've been in all their life with the same vehicle and the same job, and just never progress in life, never change their scenery, never want more. And we're taught if we want more, it's bad, and money is bad, and money is evil. And I'm here to tell you that that's not the case at all. Money is good, and money is not everything, but money is a tool that can help us get to different things that we want in life. And so like I said, what I'm hearing on my student calls is, well, I don't have money to invest in school right now because I'm paying this car payment, or I'm paying, we're looking into getting a house. That is another thing, okay? If you are 20 years old, even if you're 30, even if you're 40, you should not be buying a house, okay? And I know you're like, okay, yeah, whatever, Kristen, you don't have a house. You're not buying a house. Like, yes, I am not buying a house because I know the value of money, and I know the value of where I want my money to go and how I want my money to work for me. So, yeah. And then another thing I'm hearing is girls saying like, oh yeah, I'm having this car payment, but yet y'all are stay-at-home moms. Y'all don't even really need a car. And I get it. Oh, we got to take the kids somewhere, or I got to pick up groceries. Like, and that leads me into the next thing, sacrifice. Sometimes you have to sacrifice those things. Like, hearing that y'all have $1,000 car payment and you don't even make nothing but $2,000 a month, that is just so ludicrous to me. It is ridiculous, because you should not be paying that much for a car payment when you're only clearing $2,000 a month. That is half of your check. No wonder we are struggling and we're frustrated, because we have put ourselves in these huge financial debts that are not paying us back. And so whenever it comes time for us to invest in something or put money somewhere where we know could help us excel and could help us bring more money, we're frustrated because we feel like our hands are tied, like we're bound, and we can't make those investments. We can't make those decisions because, I honestly have been so shocked on how many people are like not signing up for school because of the wrong investments that they made. And then you don't even know they're wrong, because the people around you are like, oh, well, you need a car and you need a house. And it's like, you can rent and you can also have a $200, $300 car payment. Okay. So I just think sometimes we are taught to like, and it's a society thing too. And I know a lot of us are really like understanding that now and seeing that now. You don't need a car to show somebody who you are. And you also don't need a big old house to prove your worth to people. You just don't. And when you do, then you start realizing that the people that you have around you, like, they're still not ever satisfied, or they're still making you feel, and like, that's what I said, pay attention to your inner circle. What are they doing? How are they spending their money? Are they investing? Are they putting money back to where it's going to help them? Because you're paying $1,000 car payment, and that car is not bringing you anything back, versus you paying $1,000, $2,000 a month for school, but yet you're learning how to make $500 a day. So you're learning how to make $1,000 in 2 days, versus you going to work all month long just to pay your car payment. So it's just important for us to understand this, okay? And if you're still like, I'm still confused, how do I know, how do I start like educating myself on money? This is the first part, is like, finding someone who's going to help you and talk about this, okay? I have read a lot of books. I have paid thousands of dollars in coaching for me to learn and understand this stuff. And it's funny because I have told my other friends and other girls in the industry, and they're like, oh my God, I would never pay that for that. And it's like so crazy that that's the mind frame that we're in, that we're not in the mind frame of paying someone to help us get the results that we truly want. Because if you think about it, look around and ask yourself how many successful things you have seen either yourself or the people around you do. Have you seen a successful relationship? Have you seen a successful business with a successful bank account? Have you seen someone, doing something different towards their life? Like I said, because you can look around, and I guarantee you most of the time, all the people that you know, everyone that you've been around is probably in the same position today that they've been in since 10 years ago. And that is not growth. That is not how we grow. So if you are a minority woman, educate yourself about credit, educate yourself about money, educate yourself about investments, educate yourself about where you can park your money, where you can put your money to where it's going to grow for you. It's going to give back to you. Don't put your money in purses and shoes and clothes and trips, even though that's all we're ever taught. For most of y'all, I don't have any kids. Okay, but y'all are my babies. I feel like I help y'all help me grow. So, but what I know is coming your way is you are probably going to have income tax and extra money right around the corner. And what do you go and do with that money whenever you get it? You buy shoes, or you catch up on bills, or you even, and I'm not saying, don't pay your bills, but there is times where that bill's already late. You already, it already reported to your credit. There's nothing you do about it. Why don't you take that money and the money that you're going to go spend on vacations or on a new car or even on a down payment on a house? Why don't you take that money and put it in something that is going to let you grow that money or make 3 times as much as what you got with it, instead of just going and spending it and then it's gone, and then you're not getting anything back from it when you buy purses or clothes or even heck, just vacations. It's cars. There's just so much things that we, as I feel like a Hispanic community, as a minority community, we are the main consumers. And I think sometimes we forget that. And also too, I just feel like I said, with society and the world, everyone tries to make it seem like you need a nice car, you need a big house to be fulfilled. And I keep trying to tell my students, no, the reason why we get into the lashes isn't to go and put our money into a big old salon or a big house or of course, when you get there, and if that's truly what you want, you can do that, but it's not why we're here. I teach my students that we're here because we want more time freedom. We don't understand that with time freedom, that's where the real money is at. That's where the richness comes in, okay? Not having to go work 80 hours to 100 hours a month just to pay a car payment and a house payment. Okay, so like I said, I'm not trying to yell at anyone. I'm just trying to educate and understand the difference, because I can tell you, whenever I was younger, so I'm 27 now, but whenever I was 18, 19, back then, and I've been very vocal about my story, so it's not nothing new, but my boyfriend was a drug dealer whenever we met. And he had, a part-time job to just, make extra money. But my boyfriend was a drug dealer, so he made a lot of fast money. And that money was spent idiotically, okay? We don't have and back then, what's funny is we looked like we had so much because we had cars and we had a place and we were buying comforters every other week because we were just bored, and we were buying people food, and we were just, just putting our money and not in things that were helping us out at all. We were giving money to family, to friends. It was, and what's crazy is we looked like we had it all. We looked like we had everything. And that's when we were the brokest, okay? Broke mindset, broke mentality, and broke literally in our pockets, because we kept just giving all our money out to everybody else. So we didn't have no money. And what's so funny now is And I told you I'm in a 2-bedroom duplex, and y'all, we have our one car. Like, we don't need a car because like we could have 2 cars easily. And we've been working towards getting our dream cars, but even then what we have seen is like, it's just a vehicle. Like, and then my partner's like, yeah, and then he's like, I'm gonna get a second car, and he works online. All of his stuff is online, so he doesn't have to have a vehicle to go to and from work. So obviously some of us, maybe your partner has to have a vehicle to go to and from work, but if you're a stay-at-home mom, like, sacrifice the car. Like, let the car go, that way you can get further, that way you can buy you a nicer car. Okay, but anyways, what I'm trying to say is that trust that sometimes if people look like they have everything, and we have seen it, even our friends have done it, girl. Like, we used to have these 2 friends, and girl, like, they would be all dolled up. Like, she would be all in Chanel and he would be all Gucci and chains and everything, and they just looked like they were the shit. They looked like they had it all. And I kid you not, they wouldn't even let us go to their house because they didn't have no comforter on their bed. Like, they didn't even have no sheets on their bed. Their king size bed was on the floor, and they live like crap. And it's crazy because we will put out this persona of what we want people to think of us, making us look rich, but in reality we don't have it like that. So trust and believe that if you see someone like riding like that beat up hoopty, like, don't make fun of that person. That person is probably putting their money into things that are gonna give them back money in the long run. They're gonna have way more money 10 years from now versus someone who's spending all their money now and 10 years from now are going to be extra broke. Okay, so I'm just sharing this because it's like, we have to know that there is smoke and mirrors out there. There are people who post and you see their cars, you see their house, you may see whatever they have, even their business sometimes. But trust and believe that not everyone's putting their money back into their business. Not everyone's putting their money back into their house. Not everyone is putting money back into themselves. Like I said, the friends that we had, Chanel everything, but yet they didn't have no body soap at home. Like, it's crazy, y'all, what we will do when this happens. So I just want to educate you a little bit about money. I want to help you understand what money does, how it can work for you. Okay, so this is just, like I said, talking about liabilities, talking about assets and sacrifice. Sometimes you may have to sacrifice some things in order for you to get further, okay, in order for you to gain more. So I hope this video makes sense, and I'm going to dive in deeper on another video, but I'm going to kind of do like a whiteboard session with y'all so I can really explain in detail. So if you have questions about anything or something doesn't make sense, just make sure to leave a comment below. Okay, check out my description for all my links. While you're here, if you're here still, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and that way we can dive in deeper on our next video. All right? Okay, I will see y'all later. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.